Kristen White here at the Be Legendary Experience in Tampa, Florida, and I'm here with an incredible expert who is going to help protect you and your business against all kinds of dangers that are out there, whether it's lawsuits or other issues that can threaten the assets not only of your person but your business, and it's Landen Blair. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, Kristen, and I'm glad to be here.
So what is the environment like out there for business owners?
The environment is a very dangerous environment, and the unfortunate part about business owners and even people that are not business owners, day to day, they risk of losing their personal business assets, and they don't even know it. They like to go through life in a reactive mode instead of a proactive mode. You know, I'm married, I have 2 children, I lead a good life, I'm an honest person. Why would anybody want to sue me? Well, guess what? They're a big target right on their back, and they don't even know it. And the sad part about it is they risk losing their personal and business assets that are basically or that are used to produce life incoming streams for people to pay their mortgage payments, their rent payments, their food, clothing, education for the children, and the list goes on and on. Now, the sad part about it is they don't even realize that's at risk. And there's other risk even associated with that. There's a liquidity risk, credit risk, and sometimes, unfortunately, they might end up serving jail time because they simply do not know what they do as far as that area is concerned, because they're always involved in day-to-day activities in trying to survive and not looking at the long run.
So as a business owner, whether is this a small business owner or a small corporate owner, who are we targeting that you're?
We are talking about, Kristen, that anyone in this country that has assets. This is not a topic just for big corporate owners or wealthy people, but anyone out there that especially has a small business, they need it worse than anyone else usually because they're not getting the proper advice.
So what specifically can a business owner put in place, just 1 or 2 strategies, to protect yourself starting right now? Is there anything easy? Sounds ominous.
Well, I can give you only illustrations, nothing is easy. But here's one of the common mistakes that a small business owner makes. And let's just take an example of a husband and wife team working in business. And the husband, for some reason, has talked to some professional people, and they've told him, said, now don't make your wife as an officer or director, because if you get sued, they're going to sue her. And some people don't even know that, by the way. So if I leave you with one thing and you're married, here's what you need to remember. 1, do not make the spouse an officer or director of your company, no matter whether it's an LLC or whatever it is. Number 2, and this is the most important part, do not put your wife's name on the checking account and let her sign the checks. Because the moment that you have the wife on your checking account in business, she's indirectly what? A fiduciary. She's responsible for the cash in that business. And she could be drawn into a lawsuit and classified as an officer. And just about the majority of the cases that when I do a risk analysis for someone and they have a small business, usually that's the fact pattern.
So if someone's already doing that,
here's what they need to do. They need to do this immediately. 1, if your wife or your husband is an officer or director, have them immediately resign. Also have it documented in the minutes of your business entity that has taken place. Number 2, remove that person's signature off of any business account.
That's interesting, because there are a lot of husband and wives who are in business and they're actually business partners, and you're saying one should just pick who's going to be in charge of that business.
That's very well said, Kristen. I always say it this way. you two are in business with each other. It's bad enough to have one of you sued. And it's bad enough to go through that litigation process, which is time-consuming, money-consuming, and emotionally consuming. But why would you want to risk both of you going through it? So why not do this? Have one person appointed as the owner of the business and have that person in charge of the business. Remember that we're talking about substance over form here. The owner has to be in charge of the business. Now, the question, can the wife work in the business, Landen? Of course she can. She can work as an employee and take direction from the owner just like any other employee in a business.
Landen, I can tell that you are brilliant about these strategies, and thank you for your interest
Kristen.
in helping you protect businesses. I know we could talk about this for quite some time. How can someone find out more about you?
What they should do, they should go to a web page called coreassetstrategies.com.
Okay.
That will give the person not only some information about what we're doing in this area, but also they can get some freebies, like we give an excellent white paper that how to prevent someone penetrating your corporate veil. And corporate veil, by the way, is not just corporations. A limited liability or corporate veil is applicable to partnerships and limited liability corporations as well. I would use that as a starting point. Secondly, whatever you do, I developed by the way, all of our forms are copyrighted by the Library of Congress, and over 25 years I developed those forms and wrote a book called To Protect Your Assets, which is copyrighted as well as the forms. But here's the form that you really need to also ask for, is called the Risk Analysis Questionnaire. And whatever you do, you should get that. And yes, it's time consuming for you to fill it out, and if you're married or you have a significant other, have them involved in it, of course, and identify the strengths and the weaknesses of the area we're talking about. And you might really get shocked. And also, I would encourage you, it's okay to use us because we have the experience, and we have been tested, by the way, Kristen. Our asset protection plans have been attacked by numerous people, which some of them I can't mention. But never one time has one been penetrated. That's the essence. So if you hire anybody in asset protection planning, always ask the question, how many times has your asset protection planning been attacked? But this is the very important follow-up. In every attack, has your asset protection plan survived the attack?
Perfect.
And we can say we have.
Thank you so much, Landen, for all of those insights, and we will go find out more information at that website, one of the many experts here in Tampa at the Be Legendary Experience. And next time, we need to see you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen.